Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, do hit that subscribe button as well as the bell. So anytime any new content is uploaded, you're gonna be the first to know about it. But without further ado, you guys, we're just gonna dig right on into this one. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna check out a clip together. And if you guys are already subscribed or have followed any of the videos that's on my channel, it's more than likely that you already know that this channel is all about covering more of like the hidden scenes behind the industry and like what's really going on, the deeper agenda, I guess you could say. And this is definitely no dirt thrown at all at Meg the Stallion. I actually like a lot of her music, like her as an artist. However, we're gonna check out this video together, you guys. It does appear to be a lot of deeper hidden meanings with a lot of her music, her videos, but do wait until the end because that's actually when I share my thoughts on the clip, the video that we watch. And you guys do make sure you leave lots of comments down below, but let's just get right on into this video.
And has managed to overcome all the controversy attached to her career, breaking into the music industry back in 2019 with several hit songs that allowed her to become one of the biggest female rappers out. She managed to win a Grammy early in her career and even got signed directly by Jay-Z. When her career took a hit due to the Tory Lanez situation, she lost a lot of that momentum she had built up. But this year, she came back with a vengeance, dropping several songs that got her name back on the charts. A couple days back, she did just that when she dropped a music video for her new popular song Mamushi, which got over 3 million views in just one day. While the fans are gathering behind Megan, they seem to fail to realize just what exactly Megan is telling her fans through her music videos. As in this music video, we are shown the dark truth about Megan the Stallion. Ever since Megan the Stallion made her comeback in 2024, there has been something off about her. Her entire image became much darker, and it could be seen in all of her recent videos. If you have seen any of the videos Megan has been putting out this year, you might have noticed this demonic serpent theme used in all of her videos. It started with her music video for her song Cobra, in which we see Megan the Stallion's rebirth into this new serpent image. She is shown appearing as a serpent with snake eyes in the video. She is then seen coming out of the serpent's mouth, even showing herself shedding her serpent skin while being watched by a strange group of people. What this was representing was Megan's rebirth, the birth of the new Megan the Stallion, who identified with this serpent. You may be asking why she chooses to identify as a serpent. Well, it's because of what the serpent represents biblically. In her next music video for His, we saw Megan hatching out of an egg, continuing the rebirth theme from her last video. She also showed herself walking into a dark room full of serpents. And then, in her next video, BOA, Megan continues this serpent imagery, this time showing herself as a serpent video game character who devours the players who play the game. In one scene, she is shown using a serpent staff, which she uses to destroy one of the players. This staff is an obvious representation of the serpent staff used in the occult. Also, notice how we can spot the Masonic checkerboard floor in the scene. These occultists love putting the Masonic checkerboard floor in music videos to show their alliance to Freemasons. In the final scene of the video, she shows herself becoming the serpent. This is the same imagery she continued to show in her latest music video from Mamushi. Again, the central theme for this music video is Megan being a serpent who devours men. In the video, we see Megan the Stallion transform into a serpent and devour a man whole while she's supposed to be hooking up with him. She does the exact same thing in the very next scene, showing herself transform into a giant serpent and swallow another man. A lot of this serpent imagery ties back to the occult and its connection to ancient Rome. In ancient Rome, the serpent goddess Angita was associated with witches, snakes, and magic. In Lanuvium, which was close to Rome, a big snake was declared a god, and they offered sacrifices to it. This is exactly what Megan the Stallion is showing us, depicting herself as a snake goddess who devours the men she encountered. Some would say just like she did to Tory Lanez after he got involved with her. In another scene of the video, we see Megan the Stallion dancing in front of a red moon, which is again another indication of occult practice. Like I exposed before, occultists practice something called moon magic. In moon magic, the red moon represents a rebirth and a great change. This was the same imagery shown to us at this year's BET Award, with Will Smith rapping inside of a magical circle with a red moon behind him. All this imagery is connected. She is showing herself as a serpent devouring souls, and then in the next scene using moon magic. These artists are openly revealing their occult ties through their music videos. By the end of the video, we see Megan the Stallion surrounded by some sort of cult. They are all wearing all black with their faces painted blue. The men of the cult are shown to be possessed and controlled by Megan the Stallion, who is shown as the serpent. These artists are telling us exactly what they are into. In all of Megan's recent videos, she is playing the serpent. We all know what the serpent represents, and here we have Megan depicting herself as this serpent. Megan is revealing to us her price for fame. Notice how this rebrand happened after she signed to Rock Nation. She has been a puppet since the beginning, but the moment Jay and Beyonce got their hands on her, everything about her got so dark. They gave her a Grammy, and Beyonce gave her a feature, but she had to sell her soul and be used by Jay-Z in order to get that. Just take a look how Megan is presenting herself. If it's not as a serpent, it's as the literal devil, as she did a whole devil-themed mixtape where she did photo shoots dressed as the devil. These music videos she keeps on dropping just further confirms everything I have said about her. Megan sold her soul years ago. She's a puppet being used to push whatever agendas the elite ask her to push. Just like we recently saw with Megan being brought out by Kamala Harris during one of her support rallies. Kamala had Megan on stage dancing for votes, which just shows how much of a puppet she is.
What's up, honey? This is your girl, Meg the Stallion, aka the Hot Girl Coach, reporting live with the future president of the United States!
Everybody,
What do you have to say to the American people?
we are not going back.
Now, I know my ladies in the crowd love their party. And if you want to come in your party, you know who to vote for. To make history with the first female president, Hottie for Harris.
Y'all don't know me, I go by the name of Quavo. And you can't understand the struggles of gun violence if you're not in the field or in the heart of it. So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business.
It is truly sad to see just how far America has fallen. America is becoming the movie Idiocracy. The masses are so lost that they don't see what's going on. We got Trump bringing out drill rappers who are out on bail for taking people out.
Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hollow. Come on up here, fellas. How are you, man? Hey. Oh, I like that. I want to get that done.
President Trump.
Say something,
Oh, man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say. They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us. Make America great again.
Thank you, fellas.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very
And Kamala with Megan, who is pretty much the worst role model you can think of for young women in the entire planet. America has become Babylon. Society has been successfully corrupted. We don't need any more proof of Megan selling out than this. She is openly being used by the elite at this point, and there's no hiding after that. People need to realize that artists like Meg the Stallion are made with only one purpose: to push agendas. Since the beginning of Megan's career, she has been pushing a damaging agenda to young women, promoting everything that God instructed a woman shouldn't be. Megan tells her fans not to fall in love and to cheat and use men for money. She raps about using her looks to her advantage and tricking men into buying her things. This is what Megan's music promotes, and this is what our young fans are being programmed by. They use artists like Meg to push these agendas purposely in order to influence people to act like they need them to for their new world they're creating. This is what Megan's music is doing. The imagery she has been showing us confirms this. Why else would she be using all this demonic serpent imagery? Why would she be presenting herself as Satan? Fans of this demonic music brush it all off and call it art. The thing is, this art is a reflection of who these artists truly are. This is the public image Megan has created for herself. This is what she wants people to look at her as a serpent who devours souls. Sadly, so many souls are hypnotized by Megan's music and are following her down a path of destruction. Because of artists like Meg and Cardi B, we are seeing the decay of morality when it comes to women. The young girls that grew up listening to these women in their teens were heavily influenced by these women. It's the reason we see so many women selling their beauty on OF. These rappers basically made it cool for girls to do this. They're destroying the traditional woman God created and replacing her with the Babylon woman. It's crazy because ironically, this is exactly what the serpent is here to do, and that's who Megan the Stallion is presenting herself as. If you're a fan of Megan, I suggest you rethink this, as Megan is just a puppet being used to control you. We are in a spiritual battle, and just by looking at these music videos, you can clearly see what side Megan is truly on. While our world is becoming darker and darker and more lost than ever before, thankfully, we can be assured that God always wins in the end. No matter what these puppets do, no matter what they plan, God always takes the victory. While now they might have set up their kingdoms under the serpent, one day it will all come crashing down with the serpent leading the fall, just like it did in heaven. Don't let these false idols guide you to a burning end. Wake up, open your eyes, and see this evil for what it really is.
All right, you guys, so this is the portion where I share my thoughts on the clip we just watched and just, I guess, the situation in general. And first up, like, you know how you all already know how I like kind of separate things off. So I will say this: still is no dirt thrown. You know, I'm not going to act like I don't like the song. I'm not going to front like I haven't like sang along or danced. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to act like, oh my God. But I will say this, okay? It looks like clearly, you know, and we know that it's not just a music video thing, but I guess like in marketing, advertising, everything, like down to the smallest detail usually has meaning. It's a lot of thought that is put into every single moving part. You know what I mean? So when it comes to a music video, and you have them throwing up certain symbols, backdrops and things like that, it's, you know, somebody took the time to research and decide like, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to lay it out. And, you know, now that we're learning more and more about the industry and how it really gets down, and that there is a lot of that stuff is, you know, it does not surprise me. It does not surprise me. None of it. I don't think it's just Meg the Stallion. I don't think it's just a hip hop thing. I don't think it's just a music thing. I think that it is an entertainment thing. It's an industry thing, just in general, across the gamut. And, you know, a lot of the powers that be, you know, we'll put it that way, do kind of pull the strings on a lot of things. And music, very melodic music, something that, you know, whether you like what it is that they're saying or not, if it's put into a nice rhythm, a nice beat, a nice background, you are going to find yourself bopping your head along, maybe, you know, singing along, even if what you're singing does not carry a good meaning, right? Or dancing along, even if how you're dancing, or, you know, how they're throwing up the you know, this is usually the rock and roll, right? The 3 fingers. They're throwing up the 2 fingers, which is like more devil, demon, whatever type of, you know, whatever. Okay, I'm not, you know, some people don't really care. It's not really a big deal. And I say this. I say does not mean don't listen to the music. It does not mean don't follow the artist, but it does mean be woke and be awake and be aware of what it is that you are listening to, who you're following, and what, you know, signs and symbols and things like that they're putting out. That's the part, because music is extremely powerful. It's you know, artists in general, stars are very influential, and they have a lot of impact on just us, right? Our own conscious like state. So I say just be woke. That's it. I think that the video seems to really kind of point out a lot of points, right? But you guys leave comments down below. You guys let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.